Hello again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and I'm going to do a haul video today. I actually thought I was done with my hauls from last weekend, and then we realized we still had a car full of stuff. So I'm going to go through some of that. I may do multiple back-to-back videos, so if you see me in the same clothes, I'm working.
She only has one shirt.
Yeah, I'm working. All right, I'm going to start with the toys. I stopped at a yard sale. A lot of these came from it. She just had boxes and boxes, and I probably was there 15, 20 minutes just digging through boxes of stuff. But just a few things I picked up here. Kohl's character toys. I usually try to pick them up, especially if they're super cheap. This is Skippy John Jones. Not a lot, probably $6 to $10. This is just an arcade toy, but I have found that anything that's alien seems to do quite well. This is probably $8 to $10, $12. And then this is Commonwealth. Oops. It's a rabbit from, it looks like 1991. This will probably be in my $10 to $12 range. Another character toy. What's this movie?
It's a zebra.
The zebra from, but it was the guy that...
Madagascar?
Madagascar. I was going to say the guy from Friends did the voice. I haven't comped this, but I always pick it up. And then Halloween, always. This, I think it was vintage. Yep. Avon. 1995. I will probably list this in the $10 to $15 range. Dandy. It's always a good product to pick up.
I'm giving the get out of the way of the comp direction.
He's trying to make me leave room right here if I have comps to show you guys. This will probably be in the $15 range. It's quite large, nice and clean. Tie Pluffies. I have not had this, so I have no idea about what this is worth. It definitely needs a bath, but there's the tag. Fine Toys and Dandy. These will probably still be in the $6 to $10. But when you're paying only 10 cents a quarter, 50 cents, I'm okay with listing stuff like that. More character plush. Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. It's Disney brand. And then this is another Kohl's. I've not had this one. I'm going to have to use Google Lens to figure out who it is. These are the Disney babies. They usually come with a blanket like this. If I find this blanket loose, I usually will buy it and sell it for replacements. Obviously, Mickey Mouse. And then these are what's called the Fisher-Price Giggle Gangs. They have a thing inside of them that makes them laugh and I think vibrate. I always pick these up. Some of them sell for more. I think this one's probably $10 to $12. I think I picked this up at a thrift store. It's dandy, very floppy, but again, it's a dog, so I try to pick these up because they just do well for me. This intrigued me. It's Igloo. But I'm not quite sure what that means, but I paid $1 at a thrift store. It looks like a monkey inside of a beehive. This was at that yard sale, the Boyd's Bears. This size, it's okay, but they're probably $6 to $12. This is one of the smaller ones, and I think I comped this one about $30 to $35. So that was a nice find. I believe this is Toy Story Disney. It's the 3 peas in a pod. It doesn't go for a whole lot. Why? What did I say?
It just sounds like something you would say. 3 peas in a pod.
3 peas in a pod.
2.
You know what's funny is when I looked this up, I wrote 2 peas in a pod. He knows me too well. But it's probably, I saw one that had sold for like $5. I'm not going there. I'll probably list it anywhere from 15 to 20. And then at the same yard sale, which I'm all over the place as far as things I'm picking up, I picked these up. Now I'm going to bring them up here close. These are just little horses and cowboys. Here's another horse, and another cowboy. Now I show you these because these are from the Lincoln Log sets. And these do quite well for me. Sometimes if I only find one, I'll still list it for $8 or $9. But this 5 grouping here, I'll probably list for about $25 for the group. So if you see these, especially these little horses, they're very popular. They get lost in those sets when it's like the Western towns. The same yard sale that I was digging through all the boxes, I found this dollhouse furniture. Now it is marked Tomy. It's vintage, made in Japan. It's missing pieces, but it looked like that was a bathroom, and then I've got kitchen pieces here. They're dirty, but I'll probably still list these for probably $10 to $15 for the set. Same yard sale, I did pick this up too. It is marked West Cliff Collection, made in Korea. I find that a lot of things that say made in Korea are vintage. I may be wrong, but usually I find these are vintage. This is a very large Black Panther. I didn't see any in the solds, but I think somebody had it listed for about $30. This one needs a bath, but it's got some condition issues also. The whiskers are kind of crazy. So more than likely I'll list this probably in the 15 to 20. Same yard sale. These are Peppa Pig. I haven't done any comps on them yet. They have these funny little marks because their legs are very, they're bendable and stiff. But more than likely, I'm thinking about $10 to $12 for the 2 and a lot. I also picked up these pair of Skechers. I believe they're in my size, so they might not go anywhere, but if not, then I will. This is one of the things we have started sourcing were shoes, so no clue if it's worth anything, but it intrigued me. It was marked 2014 Imperial. It's a very kind of ball rubbery thing. They're not worth a lot, but I found 4 of the dwarfs. I may actually have a few more here. I have totes of stuff that I separate by characters, and then when I find stuff to go with it, or there's actually a lull in things for me to list, then I'll start going through that stuff to find lots. But very cute. Probably only worth about $8. This is another great brand to find. It is Tolo. They make all these noises. Kids lose these parts, and then parents go and look for the item that they need. I usually list these anywhere from like $6 to $12 just for the individual pieces. But I actually think I have several of these in a lot, so I may just add this to that current lot and increase it by $5 or so.
You had a, it wasn't a parent, but it was an aunt
Yeah.
desperately looking for something the other day.
I get up early, like 6 o'clock in the morning. I had a message almost immediately when I logged onto Facebook that said, is this available? And so I sent her a message back, and she wanted to meet at like 9 in the morning for a lovey because her dog had eaten her niece's favorite lovey, and they had had a really rough night. And I just thought it was amazing that in my little town, she was able to find a local pickup on Facebook. It's just, it makes you appreciate what we do for others, because that poor aunt felt so badly that her dog had destroyed a favorite toy. So
it's a little money for us. We buy something inexpensive at a yard sale or a thrift store, and then, sell it for $10 or $15 or $20 or whatever it is kind of a typical, like you say, bread and butter thing, not the really nice things we find. But to somebody like that, it was worth it. She lived about an hour away.
She lived an hour away, and she met me
here, like 5 minutes
in
from
my
our
town.
house.
Yeah.
And, it provides a great service for people that desperately need something.
She said it had to have been a blessing because to be able to find it and be able to get it the same day. I just found another horse from the Lincoln log, so good thing. Couple of more little things. This is, I'm assuming Simba or Mufasa, but it's one of the action ones, and these actually sell for like $10 to $15, so he will probably get listed alone. And then I did find Alf. No idea on value. And then another little figure from Finding Nemo or Finding Dory. I'll either list it with something else, or depending on its value, sometimes these can sell for $10, $12, $15. One more little thing I found. This is vintage Wuzzles. I'll put the comp right there. But I love to pick up the vintage toys. There's going to be a collector out there, and this will not last long. I went to a yard sale. Oh, let me lay this down. And they had these two puzzles. They're both sealed. They were asking something like $10 each or something. But I did offer them, I believe, 10 for the two, and they took it. But come to find out, these are probably only worth about $10 to $12. So not every good thing is a good buy for me. So, and I found these in a free box. I don't ever pass up a free box because sometimes I find amazing things in there. It's Currier and Ives posters. I actually went online and I couldn't find any. That could mean that it's not anything, or it could be that, you know, I might be able to get $10 or something for it. But it's a whole roll of them. More brass. I think Robert picked these up at a yard sale. They were $2. I had something similar already listed. I think I have them listed for about $25, but I guess these are like French horn style, but this one has two. So more than likely I'll list these for $30 for the pair, and then I'll have two of them. These were in a free box. Speaking of free boxes, but I did give her some money for this because I had bought several other things. If you ever see this, this goes to a Little Tykes kitchen center, and this is the replacement coffee carafe, and these sell for $50.
More than a real coffee carafe?
More. If you ever see look them up. Vintage Little Tykes kitchen stuff and Fisher-Price vintage kitchen stuff. There's flowers and plates and just everything. They are major bolos, but $50 consistently. And then these were with it. Just another Little People. I love selling them. I'll either match it if it's only worth a few dollars with something else, or it'll get listed by itself. And then this is marked 1994. Not quite sure, but I will use Google Lens and try to figure out what it is. It's just a rubbery bear. A couple of more things. This is a Fisher-Price little purse. It came with a couple of accessories, not this. I have found this 3 or 4 times, and these sell for about $10 to $15 depending on condition. It too is vintage, but I sell a lot of replacement items. And then I found this. I think this is vintage, but it is marked Walmart on the bottom. I say vintage because it's got these little rivets here in the side. I saw a few on eBay. I think there was one that was like $8, and then there were others that were $15, $20, $25. So I'll figure it out when I get there. This is the haul of little things, I guess. This is Tupperware, and these went into different sets. There were Noah's Ark and just all kinds of different sets. I try to lot these together. Like if I have any more, which I'm not sure if I do, I'll lot it with others. But I'll probably list this for about $10. And then I went to a yard sale. Well, it was an estate sale. And I bought some dishes. These are Poppy Trail by Metlocks. And I've come to find out that this is the geranium. I paid $10 for a box full of bowls and cups and sugar and creamer. And comps are looking like these bowls were selling for about $5 each. I will probably list these individuals so that somebody can just buy them as replacements. But we've been doing really well with dishes, but I'm running out of space for dishes. So I'm going to have to come up with a plan for them because they're all new for us too. I went to a yard sale and I was the first one there that day. And I bought another game system. I'm already 0 for 2 now with game systems. The other one I don't think worked that I paid $10 for. But I'll have to do some more checking on it. But I bought an Xbox 360, which is there. It had its cords and controllers, and then a box of video games. I haven't comped any of them. I know there's certain ones like the football 2014.
You have NCAA football 09. You really want.
You want the
NCAA.
2014 one. I know that.
It's like $80.
Yeah, I think found it once or twice, but surely this is worth my $25. These were adult played with, so the discs were in decent shape, so that's always a good thing. This is a vintage blanket. I haven't even measured the size yet for it. There's no tag that I could find, but I haven't unwound it all the way. So I'm not sure. Some of these blankets go for really, really high, especially when they have this satiny-like edging. I don't know. Just something new for me to pick up. I did pay $1 for it. My sisters and I stopped at a yard sale and we wiped out an entire table of stuff. My sisters bought almost everything of this stuff that, I forget the brand, dishes that they were selling, Temptations. And then I saw this. This is a tote of all things Pillsbury Doughboy. Now, I think this said $40. I offered $30 and they took my offer. But let me show you some of the things in here. There were these 2 placemats on top. I've already comped these. 2 of these sold for $20. Then they had this large Doughboy. He makes sounds. He is still sealed in his bag. I think I saw some that were selling for about $30, but I could be wrong. $30 though. Quite a few of these little figures. They don't go for much. I might make like a plush with this and then another item with another one just to kind of, or I may just do a quantity of 3. Don't know. But I think only like $5 or $6. This is a cookie jar. Relatively large, but the neat thing about it is I think if it's got batteries in it and it's working, when you take the lid off, it probably makes the Pillsbury Doughboy giggle sound. I think these were selling probably about $30 also. 2 more sealed in their bags. Plush. Here's a little key ring. Utensil holder and a spoon rest. I think I comped this at about $15. This was wrapped up and I didn't even realize I had it. And then, oops. I'm not sure if somebody has handmade these or they came this way, but the little Christmassy looking hand towels, I have 4 of them. So I may do like 2 and 2, but I haven't comped these either. So I think that was well worth my $30. All right, I think that's it for this one. I have another one I'm going to get set up and get done also. My husband is leaving town, so we're trying to get some videos done before he leaves so that I have plenty of things to get listed. All right,